Well, hello, my friends. I'm always excited to be back with you, and I'm here for you to do our scripture card. Normally, we do our scripture card out of Worship Jam, but this week I wanted to take a break from that. I got this great card from my secret sister, and I wanted to save it. And this is one of the ways that I save my cards from people. This already has scripture on it, and I thought, what a good scripture that is. It says, "A friend loveth at all times," and that's from Proverbs 17:17. You know, our country is in such turmoil over these past few years. I know that for a long time, our country has been having issues here and there, but it just seems like over these last bunch of years, it's just escalated. I don't know if you feel that way, but that's what I sense as I look around me. And what we need, especially, in lieu of all the isolation we had with COVID, and some people are still scared and want to be isolated from other people because they're afraid they're going to be sick. I really thought that this scripture touched on that. A friend loves at all time. We all need to have friends reach out to us. We all need to reach out to people and be a friend. And for me, that just speaks volumes, because when you're alone, you are isolated. I know that God never leaves you or forsakes you, but He created you for relationship with Him, relationship with others. So we're going to take this and other parts of the card, and we are going to decorate our paint chip. This is what we've been using, and we're going to add that to our stack. I really just felt like we needed to do that. Now, I like this. This reminds me of like a picnic. So I found my watermelon washi tape, and I'm going to put that on this card as well, because I really like that. And there's some other, if you put them together, they're almost kind of like picnicky. So at some point we'll put those. So the first thing, we always do is find where we're going to place it. And I think I'm going to move it. I can move it up. It's going to have to be sideways. And if I do it down the center, it covers up those words. Remember, we always use what we have. That's our motto. We use what we have. So I'm going to put some glue down the center of this. Actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll line it up to the back where I want it so that I can cut it. So we're going to cut it right along there. I wonder if I put it down here. The scripture will be right at the end. So let's line it up there, and then we'll cut it. I'm just going to make a mark so that I cut it in the right spots. Because remember, we normally glue before we cut. We cut around, and we'll still need to cut because I'm making it a little wider. And that's kind of neat too, to use on something else. And it left the whole scripture, see? So what we're going to do is put glue on this whole thing and glue it down the center, and then it'll look like that. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to put this right underneath this little scrap here and get the glue open. So when you think about a friend loving at all times, what do you think about? I think about things like I can call somebody in the middle of the night, and even though I'm waking them up, they're okay. They get up and they'll talk to me. They'll pray with me. They'll do what, if I need them, they're always there for me. And vice versa. I've had people call me in the middle of the night, and I've gotten up and I've prayed with them. I don't turn my phone off. Most people know that have my number, because that's just the way I am. It's the way God wired me. So, we know to be a friend, you have to make some sacrifices, right? I'm going to line that right up on the thing there. So we'll see. Before the glue dries, I'm trying to get it lined up because I want to make sure that I cover the words that are on this paint chip too. So that's important. Oh my goodness, that looks so cute. Look, I think that looks so cute. And then I can see where the hole is. You can see the light behind the hole because we're going to use our hole punch and punch that. So now we're just going to go ahead and trim that off. And I don't have to write my scripture this time because there is a scripture on there. But like last time when I did the word encourage, because we were talking about being an encourager, I just wrote encourage on that side. And I really, you know, I look at these from time to time. I keep them on my craft table that's behind me here. So that I can look at them now and then. I pass by it every day, so I always get to see it. Keep my Bible study stuff back there for our Bible study. And let's see, let's take this. Look at that. Now that's pretty, but now that's going to be off center. So if we put that on this side, we're really going to have to play with that to get it on here. And I think I kind of like that because I can still cover over here with some of that watermelon washi tape. Maybe that would be a good idea, and then punch the hole in there. So let's do that. I'm going to put the glue on the back of the card. We always start with that. So we'll start with the glue. Always make sure you get glue around the edges really good. When I think about friendship, I think about somebody that you don't even have to ask and they're there because they love me or I love them. Friend loves at all times. They don't ask a lot of questions. You know, when you're in trouble, a friend doesn't always ask a bunch of questions. They're just there. They just want to know what they can do to help. And sometimes they don't even ask, they just come in and help. And what a blessing it is to have a friend like that, you know? That someone who will just say, you know what, I got this. You need to go take a nap, or let me sit with you while you cry. Can I hold your hand? Or let me just make you a cup of coffee. Or somebody that shows up with coffee. There's so many ways that you can show your friendship to somebody. I mean, other than the normal things, you know, the everyday things, but there's so many little things that we can do. We can send cards like my secret sister did, send me this card, and now I will have it forever in this stack of cards, and I will think of her as I look at them. I love doing that with my cards. And she's given me a few because I think we've used a few on some of these cards. I think we used a different one. I think one of these is from a greeting card. I don't remember now, but I know I used another card. I think it was from my secret sister. But it's a great way to save your cards. Now look how that came out. Now we're going to hold it up like this because don't forget the hole is here. So the flowers are kind of upside down, but that's okay because when you're flipping it, I can be looking at the flowers like this because you have to flip through the cards. And I'm good with that, really. So I'm going to go ahead and punch that hole before I get any further because I can barely see where it is right now. There it is. And that way when I go ahead and put the tape on, I'll know where the hole is on the other side. See over here? See, it's over here. And I want to put that watermelon tape. I might put a little on both sides because that brings cohesiveness to it. And I think you see how there's a thick green and a little green. I'm going to put the thick green on the outside. And I think I am going to put a little bit of a runner down on this blue tablecloth. I like that. And washi tape, as you know, it just tears. It just tears. So we'll do that. And then I'm just going to trim the edge. And I'm going to bring my little watermelon piece over here on this corner. Oh my goodness. I like that. Now, I'm going to add another place too on here because that's just not much of an embellishment. And I'm going to write friendship on here, like I did the word encourage. So many different things you can do when you make your cards. You can draw. We talked about that. You can doodle. You can put this tape on. Oh, there's more hanging off the end here. You can put washi tape on. You can use masking tape and draw on it. I've done that with things. That's actually pretty fun too. You can use watercolors. You can use coloring book pages. There's so many. Look at that. It looks like a piece of watermelon, doesn't it? I wonder if that'll fit on here somewhere. How it'll look. Looks like a piece of watermelon. Maybe I'll put it down here. Or no. Oh my goodness. Decisions. I think I'm putting it on this corner right here. Even though it doesn't go all the way. No, I don't like that. There we go. Nope. There we go. All right. So we have it on that corner, right on the corner, but I gotta trim it. So we have this little tiny piece of watermelon that's adorable. On both corners, there's watermelon, see? Let's go back through and punch our hole again. Okay, and there's that, so you can see what it looks like. I want to go ahead and write the word friendship. I think I am going to use a marker. These are so cute, these markers. They're scented. Oh, that one's open. My son found them for his daughters, and I borrow them now and then. But they all smell so good. So I'm gonna write friendship on here. Remember, a friend loves at all times. What else could we write? You can write other things on your card too. You can write friendship, you can write love. You can write what kind of things mean friendship to you on your card. So I'm gonna write here, friend. Ship. What kind of things could I write that go with friendship? We can write we write love. That's pretty easy. Love. Friend is someone who's always there for you. They love you at all times. You can write that. Always there. You can write companion. I think I will. This one's not too dark. Companion. It's not too dark. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on there. Can you see it? It's not too dark because it's pink. I'm trying to use some different colors. Grab some purple. Companion. Maybe I'll go over companion. That marker's not. That's the one I just closed up. I think that one dried out. There we go. Someone who's always there. Someone who listens. So you can write you can write listener. I think that's what I'm gonna write. A listener. Friendship means listening. So I'm just gonna write listening. Friendship means being available. I'm just gonna write availability. Friend loves at all times. And that's in Proverbs 17:17. So you fill your card with what you think a friend is to you. Friend is someone who tells you the truth. They're truth tellers. You know, you don't want somebody that's going to come and just tell you what you want to hear. You want someone who's going to tell you the truth. A friend is truthful. Even when it hurts. You know, it's better to have a wound from a friend than it is from an enemy, because the wounds from a friend you can heal if it's that kind of wound where they're trying to help you to grow in godly stature, not the kind of wound where you thought they were your friend and they truly weren't. I'm talking about true friendship here. So they're truthful, they listen, they're available, there's love, companionship. And there's so many things that you might use to define friendship. How about loyalty? Good friends are loyal, aren't they? How about that? Let's put down some loyalty here. Loyalty. And this marker's running out too. We're going to have to get some new markers here. Let's try this one. This is a little darker. There we go. Loyalty, faithfulness. They make you smile. They sit by you and they cry with you. They just are. You don't have to do anything special. They're just there. So anyway, here's what our card looks like today. I just used a greeting card. You can use anything you want, but save your greeting cards, just like save your envelopes. Find a way to incorporate them into your creativity, and you can use them to make scripture cards. Now, you don't even need to use the paint chips if you don't want. You could just cut them just so that the front and back are cut the same way. So if you want something on the front and back, I like to do it that way. You don't have to do it that way. And I think I'm going to add a little, I have this little bow tie here. Look at that. I think I'm going to add that little tie. It kind of reminds me of a hair tie. It's either that or this ribbon, because this is from one of my dog's haircuts. She doesn't leave her ribbon in very long. We all know that. Maybe, I think I might just put it through, even though I'm going to put a loop on this. Look, you can do this. You could just take a small piece of ribbon or whatever you like, and you could tie it in that hole, because the hole is big enough to take the ring and look, see, look how cute that looks. Look, I like it. I like it. I'm gonna knot it. No, I'm just gonna leave it that way. I like it. But look at it, it adds just a little something special to the card. You can pull it so that it's not up at the top and it's sort of hanging down the side. It adds dimension and interest to the card, and I just like that. The scripture is here, and then what friendship means. That's important. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that as you are developing your card for Proverbs 17:17, you will think of many ways that you can be a friend to someone today.